a U-Haul truck and trailer, and in this case an auto transport trailer. How do you connect the two together, and how do you load your vehicle or your car on top of that truck safely without any damage? So if you're moving for the first time, your military folks who keep moving from one post to another, either you're ETSing, you're PCSing, you're doing this for the first time, maybe you chose that do-it-yourself move, don't worry, this video is yours. I'm going through the same thing you're going through, moving for the first time and have to haul my vehicle on top of that trailer for the first time. And I did this 3,000 miles without any incident. So welcome to my channel. My name is Jeff Carbuoy. If you're not a subscriber, remember to hit that subscribe button and let's get to it. So on this particular video, I'm not going to be really thorough. I'm just going to share some basic tips and tricks that I applied that saved me a lot of hassle. I'm just gonna let you observe and watch and learn. So, but I will highlight some of the tips that you need to note that will save you a lot of hassle. So one of the key things is when you're backing up your truck, you need to have a ground guide assistant. If you're doing this for the first time, you can't do this all by yourself. You need a ground guide assistant who is going to guide you towards the trailer so you're not coming and hitting everything. Remember, these are rental equipment. You know, you don't want to be damaging. You already spent your money on moving, so you want to return all the rental equipment safe and sound and keep that money in your pocket. So also when you're backing up your trailer, when you're backing up your truck, make sure you can see your assistant on the mirror. That way you're not going to cause any injuries. Make sure your safety chain are secured to the truck using the S hooks and also rubber retainer, and make sure they are not dragging on the ground. You can reduce the slack by twisting the chains. Also note the emergency brake chain should be routed so it is slightly shorter than the other safety chains. And now the last thing here to connect is that wiring harness receptacle for the lights. That way all your lights will be working on the trailer. Next thing, now you prepare your trailer so that you are getting ready now to bring your vehicle or your car on top of the trailer. So you prepare your trailer by straightening up those straps. Once you finish that, make sure all the safety chains are dropped on the ground. One thing that I didn't do, you can do it if you find it useful, is dropping those side fenders. You can drop them by releasing the clamp. I didn't do that, and I was able to do it safely. So it's up to you if you want to drop those side fenders. Next, you release those ramps. And boom, now we are ready to bring our vehicle on top of that trailer. So you start by parking the vehicle in line with the trailer. Make sure they're all straight. Also note that you're still gonna need the ground guide assistant. Make sure you take your time. I really took my time here because I didn't want any damage. Also, one thing to note is make sure the truck itself is, the engine is off. You apply the parking brakes, the transmission is on the parking, all for safety. Remember, safety is your number one in everything that you're doing here. And here you're gonna bring your vehicle all the way until the end of the trailer, until it stop against those stop at the end of the trailer. And once you have it there, then you can wrap your strap around the tires, just like so. And as you can see, some of these steps are straightforward. You can see they're easy. Just make sure you line up that strap handle right in the middle of the tire, hook up the strap and ratchet up. And you're gonna do the same thing even the other side. So once you're done with the ratchet straps, the next thing is gonna be safety chains. And what you're gonna do here is you're going to fasten those chains on the frame of the vehicle. There is two chains. There's one in the front and there is another one on the rear. Again, make sure you don't have excess slack. So, and you also reduce those slack by twisting the chain, and then make sure you secure the chain using those S-hook and the rubber retainer. You can also, as you can see here, you can also cross that chain several times on the frame. That way you can reduce the slack. So last thing to do here is just to secure your ramps back in their place. Make sure they lock in place, and also secure the fenders if you had them out. Mine was not out, so make sure you secure them in place. Make sure also you got 360 or your vehicle. Make sure everything is nice and secure and ready to roll. And every time you stop, you have a stop, make sure to check those straps, because sometimes they can get loose, especially during your first 50,000 miles. Make sure you recheck them again and make sure they are nice and tight. So from here, my journey has already begun, so let's go. Let me share this also. When you're fueling your vehicle, do not let that gauge go below a quarter tank, because you're gonna be especially if you have a long journey like myself, you're gonna be passing through miles and miles of areas without a gas station. So maybe you're on a highway and you're already below that E section where you're almost out. Hey, don't go below a quarter tank. When you see it's a quarter tank, start looking for a gas station and fuel that tank. Fill it up, and your journey is going to be nice and smooth with less hassles. And when we talk about planning about your journey, be prepared, because sometimes even the weather can affect your trip. So along my way, I did not expect a snow. Look at this. So one thing I took out from this, despite how severe the weather can be, remember, safety is always your number one. Always make sure your vehicle is nice and tight despite the weather. Get outside and check it out. As you do your safety checks, don't forget to check the lights. You don't want to be getting those tickets, and also you want to be visible to other motorists when you are on the road. So make sure you check all your lights, make sure they are working. And as we wind up this video, I want to take this opportunity to thank my honey, my dear lovely wife, for being supportive during this trip. It could have been a long journey and boring, but she made the fun out of it. We enjoyed, she made me enjoy, and the journey was nice and smooth. So thank you very much, my dear wife. I love you so much. And also our supporters, thank you very much for supporting the Jeff Carbuoy channel. Thank you for those who are continue to subscribe. May God bless you and stay tuned. More videos.